What's happening, vintage gamers? Vintage challenge time. I was thinking about what to play today, and I was looking at some of my old Hermit Druid lists. I was really trying to find a deck that doesn't use an artifact or enchantment win con, that is a fast combo deck to play up against Hogaak. And so I was looking at things like my Hermit Druid list, maybe playing some kind of deck that had, 4 Oracle, 4 Hermit, something like that. And then I was talking with Ian, and not me in chat, a little bit about in the Discord about Ian's old Witch Oracle deck, which basically you can put 3 Thassa's Oracle, 2 Witches, and a Demonic Consultation into a blue cantrip shell, and that's a deck that could theoretically win, and did win for a little while back in 2020. And so I was like, wait a second, if I put the Oracle Divining Witch Consultation combo inside of that blue-black Shredder control deck that we were playing a couple months ago, that might solve some of the issues I had with the Shredder deck. The Shredder deck was good, but it was like definitely playing on a knife's edge. One mistake means you lost. You didn't really have a great removal suite, and you could like not really race Bazaar. But if we put in a fast combo into our deck, it should help us in a variety of matchups, I think, including Hogaak. I would assume that, having access to Oracle Consult will give us better play against decks like Bazaar, because a controlling deck is just so bad against Bazaar at all times. You need to have tons of things. You need to have Strip Mine. You need to have all kinds of things go right. But if you can fit a combo into your control deck, now we're thinking. And the Oracle Witch combo fits really well with Luris. I like how it plays with, Moxen and Shredder. It could be pretty good here. And the nice part about Shredder is if you have redundant pieces that you don't need, you can just discard them and get some 1/1 counters. So basically what I did was I went and I looked at Ian's 2020 list and Echo Baron's 2020 list, and then my blue-black Shredder deck, and I basically ripped some pieces out of the Shredder deck and put in the combo. This deck is actually functionally very similar to the 2020 list because it just has different things doing replacing it. So the 2020 list had like 4 Night's Whisper, 4 Preordain. Instead, for our engine, we're going to be playing Dark Confidant, Shredder, Bobble, and skipping that kind of the more clunky draw spells. And then obviously we're playing a lot more creatures because Luris has since been unbanned. I would assume it was banned, or maybe not printed, one of the two. And Luris obviously plays super well with things like Bob, Snapcaster, Oracle Witch, Shredder, and definitely Mishra's Bobble, right? You could totally build this deck in different ways. You could probably cut some of like the Bob stuff, play some Night's Whispers and a Tinker. Like that could be something that you might want to do. But I felt like if we're already going to do Bobble, Shredder, Bob, and then obviously we're adding a bunch of creature-based combo kills, then Luris probably makes the most sense. They also get to play Yixid Jailer, which is cool. That card has some nice play against like some of the graveyard decks in the format right now. So that could be a lot of fun. I am up to 2 Tabernacles because I think you just need them for how broken the starts of Hogaak are now. Obviously, like Hogaak is a deck that can play mana sources, which is really annoying. But with the 8 Root Wallas, the number of like crazy Hollow One Vengevine draws are just the number of draws that happen like that are way too high. So I think you just need access to as many Tabernacles as you can like reasonably play. We are a vampiric demonic deck, so that helps. Also, like theoretically, we could now have a couple more Tabernacles for a consult if we wanted to, turn 2 consult for a tab or something like that. I'm interested to see how this deck plays. It's going to be probably a challenging deck to play, but it also could be really fun. So let's try it out and get ready for round 1. Exciting news, everyone. I have just launched a new Patreon. There, you can show support for my content, grab additional weekly metagame recommendations, and even submit a donation deck list. Donation deck lists are the most frequently asked question on my channel, and I feel I am now ready to support this new content. Please check out the rules for submissions on the Patreon link in the description, and thank you for your continued support of my channel. Let's battle. Okay, here we are, round 1 up against Gonti, Lord of Stuff. Has them on Hogaak. We'll see if that is actually true. I've got a cat. I have a horrible hand. I have my Mystic Sanctuary and a pile of 2-drops. So this is a no-go. This one's much better. Basically, we want to open on a hand that has a land and a Moxen. basically all of our opening hands, we're gonna like really, really press to have a Moxen in them because we have so many 2-drops in this deck. Playing a 2-drop on turn 1 is very important. I'm just gonna put away this dig. Shouldn't need it. Yeah, that's a good point, not me. Back when Cat wasn't restricted, you definitely played a reanimation effect inside of your decks. So, or Cat wasn't nerfed. Okay, so we are against Hogaak. So maybe we just lead on a witch and then go for a witch kill. We need 4 mana to do a witch kill, which is a little struggle, but it's hopefully something that will get us there. Like, this clock is not the craziest. Do I want to lose 2 life to see their hand and draw a card? Yeah, I do think I want to do that. They have a strip mine and a wasteland. Well, that's kind of the pits. It's like really bad for me. That is just really bad for me. Because I do need an extra black mana for Witch. I'm going to lose my first 2 land drops. Well, the Vigor doesn't really matter. Like, they're not going to Vigor my Ruby, I would think. Demonic for Lotus is, like, not great because we do need a combo. We need to probably Demonic for Oracle. But, like, what do we, like, I don't even know. If we Demonic for Ancestral, like, do we have enough time? Well, if we Demonic for Jet, we're just going to get Vigored, right? I guess, like, theoretically, if they don't Vigor us, if we hold our Jet, they don't Vigor our Ruby, we pass the turn, and then on the next turn we'll have Island, Ruby, Jet. But then they could, like, hold Vigor and Vigor us on our upkeep, and we won't have Flusterstorm back up. Well, the problem is Witch is not an instant kill. I need to get this Witch into play. It's so frustrating. I don't know what to do. Like, I want to get this Witch into play, but I have to cast this Demonic first. Like, I have to cast Demonic first here. Yeah, like, if I use a Lotus or something, I'm just not going to have the mana for my Witch. Oh, boy. I mean, it's possible we're just supposed to Demonic for Ancestral, right? Like, I don't think any single Demonic gives us enough resources to win this game. That's my problem. The problem is this is not a slow clock either. Like, if I go for Lotus or Jet or Oracle, none of those are enough resources to win this game. So I'm just going to get an Ancestral. Are you going to Vigor my... Wow. Okay. That's, like, extremely bold use of 2 cards in a game where you kind of need those cards in hand. But I guess they can keep Wasteland Strip Mine and just go for nothing and go for the 4-turn clock. I guess it's a 3-turn clock because I probed. They hit Vengevine. They used their Strip Mine and pitched their Wasteland. Interesting. I wonder what they kept in their hand. Oh. Well, shit. Does that change the clock at all? I don't think that changes the clock at all. Doesn't change the clock. Okay, so, I mean, I just need to hit really well off this Ancestral. Okay, so I play a Witch. Sorry, I go to 10. I go to 2. I play a Witch. It's not enough. It's too short. Short. Yeah, my opponent had a really strong draw. 10 free power and a Strip Mine is definitely not great. If I had a Force instead of a Flusterstorm and force the first hollow one, maybe we would be in a better spot. That Lotus off the top does not win the game, chat. because this is like it costs stuff. it has costs to it. uh no, Gak is not a Mold of Bazaar deck. All right, so I'm going to bring in Jailer, and I'm going to bring in Seal of Removal, and I'm going to bring in Lantern, Needle, Crypt, and Tabernacle. I don't know if like EE on 1 is actually good. Like I don't know if like these kind of removal spells are actually good. I typically just don't want to play this slow cards here. I don't really like Flusterstorm. Because I don't really care about Vigor. Like, obviously, Vigor is can be annoying, like that game, but it's not a card that like is a super big problem. This is not really a Bob matchup. I guess makes it not a Snapcaster Mage matchup either. Like, we want the things that block and the things that combo, right? Is Force good? I don't know. It's not great, but like maybe I can take out 2 forces and play these things, but I don't know if these things are good either. Like, Force can just buy you a lot of time by forcing a Hogaak or a Hollow one or a Deathrite Shaman. Maybe that's just not good enough, but I don't know. I'm not really convinced that these are good. I'm gonna try this. I had a Swamp, but I cut it because I'm playing a Mystic Sanctuary. I don't think it's right to say that I'm never going to Lurrus against this deck. Can I have a hand for a 7-card hand? Like, my opponent keeps a 7-card Bizarre hand. I can't keep a 7-card hand that has any mana. This isn't going to do it either. Seal of Removal, Probe, Force, Misstep. Yeah, I guess so. I'm going to get rid of this Force, and I'm going to get rid of a C, I guess. No, Misstep I think is fine against my opponent's deck. All right. I'm going to just get the Seal in play. My opponent has double Bazaar. It's kind of weird. I feel like second Bazaar is worse than... I mean, I guess I could theoretically have Wastelands. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think I've drawn well. I think I've done a lot of mulliganing, and my hands haven't been very strong. What am I going to do about that, though? I'm just going to lose to this Hollow one, right? They kept the second Bazaar. Oh, they drew another Hollow one. Awesome. Fantastic. I'm just going to get Wastelanded. Wasteland's so broken, man. This is like really frustrating. I just haven't had any chance of winning these games. My opponent's hands have been way too good. And they haven't even returned any Vengevines. This card is so busted. Ah, shit. That's a different Wasteland. They have mismatching art Wastelands, and I know they discarded a different Wasteland. What the fuck? Wait, how can that be true, though? Wait, what? Didn't I see their opening hand? And I saw Double Bazaar Bayou Wasteland, but oh, so that's still their hand. Yeah. All right. Awesome. Cool. Cool. Great. Oh, cool. They have a blood gas, so even if I bounce a hollow one, I'm still dead. All right. Well, time to draw a console, I guess. Bobble. It just doesn't do anything. Oh, shit. Cool. I mean, this jailer wouldn't have done anything either, right? Just stops blood gas. Like, still just dies the hollow one. Maybe they'll, like, wasteland me and not have a land and I draw Tabernacle? I don't know. I don't know what my plan is. I think my plan is I'm just dead. Really frustrating. Kind of just non-games. I hate... Oh, come on! Okay, fair, fair. Yeah, awesome. One card. I guess it was 4 cards down, right? All right, so if my opponent, like, goes for a pump and doesn't wasteland me, and then I draw... And then I draw another Oracle... Okay, they're gonna not do that. They're gonna go for the Vengevine. That seems pretty unlikely. Wait, now I don't even have to lose my Oracle. Wait, can't I just bounce my own Oracle and win now if they don't wasteland me? If, like, they play around Tabernacle? This is such a weird attack. Why wouldn't you just attack all? I mean, I still have to have them not wasteland me, which they did. So now I need to draw a land. I need to draw a non-fetch land and a non-Mystic Sanctuary land, or a black mana, or a black mox, or a blue mox, or a Tabernacle. Now I can demonic for a Tabernacle too. I have a lot of outs because of my opponent's bad attack. I hate this game so much. I hate this game so much. I'm gonna die to the... No, I'm gonna die to, like, a top deck blood gas killed me. Ah, fuck me. Okay, I'm gonna demonic for Tabernacle. How many cards down was this? 7? I actually flipped the Tabernacle, and then my 7th card was a Tabernacle. Okay. I mean, the minute they draw a land, I lose, but... What am I gonna do? What is activating these Bazaars doing for them, though? This is the worst game of Magic of all time. It's infuriating. How can I be so unlucky? It's incredible. Everything that happened was so bad. They milled over. I'm in pain. I'm in pain. All right, let's try this again. Round 2, where we keep our 7-card hand. And I have a cat. Yeah, this is a keepable 7-card hand. It doesn't have all the things I'm looking for in life, but, you know, What does? Yeah, it's totally true. It's totally true. Graveyard Hate would not have been super good against Gak in round one. Hollow One is just pretty unfair with Bazaar of Baghdad. That's just how it is. Until someone determines that that is an issue. It's something we're living with, I guess. All right, I have a Delta on top, which means I'm going to play this land and then draw my Delta because I need that Delta. I would love a Delta. Please give me this Delta. All right, so ooh, Verdant. Is it Hogaak or is it Bug? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Deathfire Shamans? Ooh, Preordains. Interesting. Well, Bob should be decent against this. I don't think I'm gonna... Maybe I'm gonna end step Brainstorm. What does that really give me? That gives me... You know, I get to choose between 3 cards. I get to keep 2. That doesn't really feel good. Let's just not do that. Doomsday doesn't play a Verdant Catacombs, do they? I don't think it's Doomsday. I assume it's like Bug or something. Maybe I do need a basic Swamp. Get a basic Swamp Island here. Yeah. I mean, there's like a lot more value we can get off this Brainstorm when we have a Bob and another fetch land now, so... What is going on in chat? Chat. Let's focus on the magic. Boy. Boy. Look, we got Bob in play. How many people can say that right now in the world that they have a Dark Confidant in play? Probably not that many. in this year 2022. All right. I assume... Ooh, Verdant Catacombs Urza Saga. But no Luris. What the hell does that mean? Okay, so it has a Verdant Catacombs. And it has an Urza Saga. But it doesn't have a Luris. And it has an Underground Sea. I don't know what that means. If anyone in Vintage would know what that means, it should be me. And I don't know what that means. Oh, maybe it's Bug Tinker. There was a Bug Tinker list running around for a second. Maybe it's Bug Tinker. Do I need to Brainstorm now? Don't think so. Another Bob. All right, well, we're going to live on the brilliant edge of Bob life here. And we're going to get 2 Bobs, then we'll use Brainstorm to make sure we don't take damage. And we're looking for a consult kill. Just any Oracle should do. That's true. They shouldn't... That's true. If it was Bug Tinker, they shouldn't play Verdant Catacombs. They should only play Island Fetches. So... Yeah, guess it could be Oath with Saga. I don't know. That's a lot of Sagas, though. What is this? Demonic? Oh! It's DPS with Sagas. I see. I don't really see, but I guess I see. I think I just let them take this hand here. It's nice that I have double Force of Will. Yeah, the black fetch makes more sense because this deck is playing a basic swamp. No, this should probably be Sing Pan Man's DPS with Saga. All right, so one of the forces is gone. Mana Crypt. I can't imagine they can kill me through this force right now. Are they gonna do like a value tendrils? Is that what's happening? Looks like value tendrils. Yeah. Okay. That is still kind of bad for me. But it's very likely we win the game if we can just find an oracle. So I think we're just going to... Maybe we fetch and brainstorm now. That way we can do more math. Yeah, I think they were supposed to take brainstorm. I agree. I guess they have one card left. Is there any one card that could matter? I don't think so. No, they're trying to kill us with Bob, is what they're trying to do. Which is fine. But I have a brainstorm, so it's like really hard for this to happen. Let's see what comes up. Okay, so I'll just put back both lands, and then I guess we still don't kill them. But man, this is kind of rough. I have to chump a construct and hope they don't have a key. If they have a key, I just lose, right? So I have access to put a brainstorm back on top. I guess I have one new card here. Okay. I do just lose if they have a key in their deck, right? Which they probably do. I can't really do anything about it, though. Is there anything I can consult for here? Not really. I think I'm just going to lose if they find the key line. And even if they don't, I can Mystic Sanctuary, a Brainstorm, go to 3, and I'm flipping off a 3. Well, I don't think we're dying to... I don't think we have any... Like, we could Demonic for Time Walk, I guess, but then we just have no way to win anyways if we use our Demonic, so... I'm just going to hope they don't have a key and kill us with key. I just, like, the problem is Consult is our instant win, so, like, our Consult, if we go for Ancestral, has to hit Time Walk Witch into Oracle, I guess. We have... Oh, let me go look at the Sing Pan Man list and see if there's a key. If there isn't a key, then I'm okay with chumping, trying to have one more turn. Let me just go find a Sing Pan Man list. And then take a look. So they have Vault Key, yeah. Yeah, they have Vault Key. This has a 1 Verdant Catacombs, 3 Saga. Okay, so I'm gonna go for it, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just Demonic for Ancestral because I don't have... Yeah, because I can't beat a key that I know is in their deck. This is like really risking it for the biscuit, but nope, it was in my top 6, of course. I am extremely unlucky. I don't know, man. Maybe Magic is not the game for me. Shit. I mean, we had a brainstorm with 2 Bobs in play to find one of 3 oracles, and we just couldn't get there. Well, if we consult for Thassa and then Sanctuary consult, we have to find a way to draw the consult, right? So... Or actually, I don't know if this exiles itself. I don't think it exiles itself. Well, I'm doing pretty bad at TFT as well, so I don't know if that's the plan either. I don't know. Like, I don't think I'm making poor decisions in these games. I think I'm just... Nothing is working. I'm gonna bring in an EE, but not a Dress Down. And I'm gonna bring in a Soul Guide Lantern. What is in this deck? Time Twister, Tinker, Windfall, Duress, Chain, Vault Key, Citadel. I think I'm just gonna bring an EE Lantern. That seems fine. And then I'm just gonna take out Island is not necessary. And Cruise? Sure. I don't know. It's probably fine. Oh, I have a cat. I have Consult, Mystical, Fluster, Shredder. Boy, oh boy. I think this is fine. But, like, I get to hold up Mystical, Fluster, and draw a card off of Bobble. This is probably fine. We don't want to use our console for anything other than killing people, guys. Like, it's pretty important that we keep our consult for, like, the best kill. Like, Witch is a lot worse of a card than consult is. Let me just see what the top card of my deck is so I can plan this out. What am I drawing? Soul Guide Lantern. Maybe I should just Mystical for Force. That runs me, like, pretty deep into Duress. But I really don't want to draw Soul Guide Lantern. I think it's fine. I'm going to Mystical for Force. It's just, I think it's just so much better than drawing a Soul Guide Lantern. I could go Ancestral, but then I'm actually leaving myself open to getting killed. Whereas now, if I get to rest, they get to take Force, and then I still have Fluster up. It's not great. I'm not happy about this. All right, you get to look at my hand for free. Seems broken. Maybe I just can't keep this hand. Like, if I don't hit a land, it's really bad. And even if I do hit a land, is it that good? I guess if I don't lose my Force, then I hit a land, I can go for Shredder. But if I don't hit a land, oh, then I have Force Fluster. So maybe it's fine. Maybe my hands, like, maybe my deck is just too clunky. But I also feel like our hands have just been on the very low end of the spectrum too. Land. Engineered explosives, and they have nothing to blow up. Well, I'll save this as a 0 drop for my Shredder, I guess. I don't think consulting for a C is good. So I'm not going to do it. No, maybe I'll just die to Saga. That'll be fun. It's Duress. All right, well, you get my Flusterstorm. Congratulations. I guess you could have Mental Misstep here. No. Okay. Petal, sure. Sacrificing Petal for second Duress. Okay. You got me. Oh, now they know my hand. I'm in pain. I'm in pain. All right, guess I'm gonna go consult for an Underground Sea. All right, I guess I can consult for a Delta is better. A Delta, well, consulting for a Delta should be better, right? I lost 25 cards. I lost 2 Oracles. I lost all 3 Underground Seas. So I have no fetchable lands off of this Delta. Well, I have 4 Deltas at my deck. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. How does this happen? Am I wrong? Am I just supposed to go C? Well, I would have had 2 Cs in my top 6. I would have had 2 Cs in my top 6. I don't know. It might just not be a magic day, right? It's just not a magic day. Fucking hell. Am I getting killed too? That's impressive. I'm just dead. My opponent just slams Ancestral Kill me too after double duress. I can't do it, chat. I can't. It's just not my day. It's just not my day. I want to play more with this deck though. I want to see how it plays, but I don't know. Like, it didn't really matter that my consult was super bad because my opponent just had Ancestral Kill me anyways, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like the deck is, I mean, the deck doesn't seem great, but it also feels like I'm just I don't know. I don't know. So my opponent doesn't have a kill right now, right? Because they just get another Ancestral. Oh, they have a Black Lotus. Oh, because they... Wait. What did they tutor for? They tutor for Black Lotus. Then why didn't they play Black Lotus before Dark Petition? I'm so confused. Well, now I'm dead. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Yeah, you got me, homie. You got it. Good lord. I don't know. Okay, let's try this again. We're in round 3. We just played like a half a match off stream, or not off stream, but off video in a league. We have some changes to make to the deck, just like getting the swamp back in the 75, and then I probably shouldn't have boarded out the island against the non-wasteland opponent. I didn't realize how much mana we actually needed in our deck. Like, we do stop our curve at 2, but we also need 4 mana for Witch plus Oracle, so we have the third 7 mana opening hand, or 7 card no mana opening hand of our 3-round event. All right, go to 6. Yeah, this is the best one yet. Maybe I just keep the vamp and get rid of the bauble and just jam the bomb. Yeah. Though the fact that Shredder limits the kind of ways you can go for consult, I guess it doesn't limit, like, it limits like me going consult into Oracle, but I can still always go Oracle into consult, or, you know, just Oracle with a witch. So I think I was just like I didn't have to do it in that way. I probably shouldn't have done it in that way, though. This is going to make no sense to to YouTube watchers. Basically, we were playing a match in a league, and I sequenced in a way that let us open to a lot of different deaths. Why are we playing against Squee? Fucking hell, man. Well, we have 2 Tabernacles in our sideboard. I mean, that's great, right? Double Hollow 1, double Squee, Bazaar of Baghdad is... I'm not having very much fun today. I'll tell you that much. I'm straight up not having a good time. It took 5, which is the second highest we can take off of our Bob. I guess I could have vamped here, but, like, what am I vamping for? Where am I going? Like, I kind of need additional pieces. I don't know. My opponent's going to be drawing 3 cards a turn. I guess the next turn I can just vamp for consult and try to hit Oracle. Like, what else am I gonna do here? Maybe I'm just supposed to do that now. Maybe I mean, probably I was supposed to do that in response to the triggers on the stack, so they can't activate their Bazaar, but maybe I'll just do that again, step and see. Maybe I'll do that in response to the Bazaar activation now. That way they only draw 1 card instead of 3, but I could have done 0, obviously. I think I'm going to vamp, and I'm going to put the cons... Well, I don't even have enough mana. I don't know what I'm trying to do. Don't think anything matters. So maybe I'm just supposed to go... I'm going to take 7. I can just go for a Witch, put a Witch in play. Because even if I draw 2 cards and it is Oracle and Console, I can't cast it. Well, the problem is Ancestral is just never going to resolve, whereas like creatures might resolve. Okay, I'm going to put a Witch on top. Do I even have enough life to live through this? Down to 7. Down to 2. That's not happening. just fucking get me out, man. Okay, so sideboard. We've got Tabernacle, Soul Guide, Needle, Crypt, Jailer. Jailer's really good against the Squee deck. Turn off their squeeze. Obviously they can get furied, but and then we're gonna take out the slower cards. We want Mystical here. We want Flusterstorm here. We don't want Misstep here. We don't really want... Oh, 1 second. Sorry, chat. Oh, I cut the recording short. We boarded out additional Snapcaster Mage in a bauble. All right, game 2. I got a cap. I got a tab. I've got a Jailer. Yeah, this is fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Probably just lead on Sanctuary. Okay, so they got a Squee, 2 Root Wallas. See if they have hollow ones. Hopefully they have like a couple hollow ones and we just slam a tab. They don't have my hollow ones. So I think it's actually better for me to play Jailer. Try to turn off this Squee. Jailer is like can only be answered by Force. Especially with a Vengevine on top. Maybe this like ruins our Tabernacle line, but I feel like this has to be in play. Well, yeah, Sanctuary is definitely less good when you draw it in your opening hand. That is true. It's not really there to be drawn in your opening hand. Like, you want to draw your Moxen in your opening hand, and your Sanctuary stays in your deck. But I've drawn my Sanctuary, and my Moxen have stayed in my deck, right? All right, here's a Wasteland. Hitting my C. That's fine. And they can still play hollow ones if they want. At least we got rid of the Vengevine activation here, which is nice. And hopefully we'll just kill off a bunch of lizards. Obviously, if they wasteland our Sanctuary, it's kind of annoying because they're going to be able to get rid of our Jailer. So maybe I'm going to brainstorm and see if I can hit a Moxen. Just so like, we don't have a chance of like losing our Jailer. I did not hit a Moxen. Okay. These baubles have just done nothing because we don't have Shredders. think we want both those lands back anyways, so I'm gonna probably just use the bauble to draw. I don't know why I looked at my hand. Should look at their hand. Okay, so we get to demolish the lizard army, which is good. The only real issue, like we have a fury covered, so the only real issue is my opponent having another wasteland, in which case they can hit our sanctuary, get rid of our jailer, or hit our tabernacle. Probably they would hit our sanctuary and get rid of our jailer. There wasn't really much we can do about like double wasteland unless we drew our own Moxen, and we've, like I said, we've just drawn 0 Moxen at all times. So, yep, they have another wasteland. They're gonna hit sanctuary. Yep, they're gonna hit sanctuary. All right, well, I mean, the worst possible thing happened at all points. We lost our jailer, so that turns on their Squee and their Vengevine. They also didn't activate Bazaar. I guess they can't put Hollow One in play anyways. I mean, I think it looks like I would say we're unfavored to win this game, so I don't really have a lot of faith. We've just been absolutely annihilated by Wastelands this whole day. Another Wasteland. Oh, you don't want to do this now. You want to do this later. So they did have Fury, and they have Wasteland. So I guess we would have lost our jailer. Well, when we had Force for Fury. All right, so I think what I'm going to try to do is I have all the lands I need now. What I'll do is Demonic for console and just go for the kill because they have the least amount of cards they can have. Okay. Okay, thanks. Yeah. I mean, is it like really punish? Like if they have a wasteland, like I can't stress this enough. If they have a wasteland, it's basically always going to hit. Like it wouldn't be a second island anyways. It would be a swamp, right? So no, I like just hitting like the matchups where it's bad. Like we could board in a swamp. I don't know. Like you don't actually want swamp in our deck. We're a base blue deck. We're a double Thassa's Oracle deck, like, or triple Thassa's Oracle deck. We don't want a swamp in our deck if we can help it. But obviously, if like our opponents are on mono wastelands, we want to bring in a swamp. All right, this is good news. This is good news. Even if they Vengevine me here, I feel like I'm pretty confident that we'll be able to Oracle combo with 1 force backup. I don't really want more islands in my deck either. Like, I don't know. Like you want to be underground seeing. They had a strip mine, but so we will lose here if my opponent has blue card force plus Mindbreak Trap or mental misstep plus force. But whatever. Like it's not normal for my opponent to go 21 cards deep and draw 4 wastelands. That's just like extreme variance, right? The good news is that they have just Mindbreak Trap. We cast 2 spells. So they did have Force, and we have Force. Do they have Mindbreak Trap or Misstep at the end of this? No. All right, we got there. Great. Fantastic. God, I'm so tilted. Holy shit. I'm trying, chat. I'm coming down. I'm trying to come down. Holy moly. Like, we're also a 9 fetch land deck. Like, we shouldn't be super abused by wastelands because we have 9 fetch lands. We can hold open our fetch land and they can't wasteland us. But like one of the games where we got wastelanded, we naturally drew Underground Sea, right? Or something similar to that. Like Underground Sea Island were our 2 draws. Like we have 9 fetch lands in our deck. I feel like we're hitting some extreme variance, but maybe that's not the way to look at it. I don't know. I do think putting a swamp in the board is very reasonable. Like I don't think having a swamp in your 75 is bad. I don't even think having a swamp is too crazy in the main. Like there was a swamp in one of my lists. Like, but the thing is like I don't know. We want to have 3 underground season play if we can help it, right? But obviously it gets harder when they're a wasteland deck. Maybe like if there are no matchups where you want like it's not true that there are no matchups where you want Mystic Sanctuary. Like maybe you could put Mystic Sanctuary in the sideboard and then play like theoretically you could play Island Swamp, I guess, like all 3 basics. I don't know. Like maybe the meta is at a point where we put the Mystic Sanctuary in the sideboard and just bring it in for grinding matchups. Like Sanctuary is an extremely powerful card, especially in our deck where we only have 1 consult. I'm gonna mulligan this hand because it doesn't have any graveyard hit or anything. Yeah, this looks fine. Like this could easily have been triple fetch land, and it's not even bad against Wasteland, right? I mean, you register 75 cards, don't you? Like our deck doesn't have to cast a spell until the turn we're gonna kill them too. Like this could easily be hold up 3 fetch lands on the end of their second main phase or second turn. We vamp for consult, you know. Double Squee Vengevine is definitely bad for Justin though. All right, I hit consult. Now I wish I had my land back. Guess we can vamp for a land if we need to. We probably need a vamp for a blue card though for our force. Like my opponent's hands have been very stellar. Kind of hard to say. Maybe we could just vamp for a Lotus and just go for it. No, there's no chance it resolves is the problem because my opponent's deck is mono counter spells. I think the best thing that can happen is we like play a Tabernacle and then draw a blue card and vamp for a Lotus or something. No, I don't think Ancestral is the way to go. Well, yeah, I mean, they can't let Vamp resolve because of like I have Tabernacles in my deck, but if are they just gonna play 9? They don't even have a land? This is crazy. You're not allowed to make this play. I don't understand. You can't make this play against a deck where you've seen Tabernacle. It's fine. I'll just take your 3 things. Maybe it doesn't matter because they have double Squee. Like this Squee will just grind me out, so maybe it's fine. Never. Bazaar will never be restricted. You can restrict Hollow One though. That's totally reasonable. I'm actually pretty surprised but Hollow One never got restricted, but like there were definitely times where Dredge was like super dominating the field. All right, just another double. I guess you have double into a wasteland here. Yeah. And they make the mistake again. Like you can't wasteland Tabernacle right now. You need to wait and wasteland Tabernacle on my end step so that I don't vamp for another Tabernacle. Which, am I going to do that? I think I might do that. Oh, I mean, now I feel like I have to do that. I mean, I could vamp for Lotus and go for the kill, but I just don't think it's going to resolve. So let's see if this vamp resolves. Containment Priest costs 2 mana, and my opponent played all of this for 0 mana. So all right, they forced the vamp. So if I hit on color Mox, or if I hit a Moxen, I can still demonic for tab. Oh, I don't think I'm supposed to force back. How am I gonna win? I guess this is lethal, so maybe I'm just supposed to. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to. Now what do I have to do? Now I have to consult for tab. Oh, shit. Yeah, maybe I was just supposed to force back. Well, but then what's my plan? I guess I'm still gonna get ground out, right? Oh, my card is in my top 6 again. Oh no, it was in my bottom. Okay. Maybe I was supposed to cast Tormod script first. It's fine. So now I get to kill their whole thing and crypt them, right? Well, no, because it depends on how they stack their things, right? Because they can stack the... We'll see if they stack correctly. Let's see if they stack correctly. If they stack correctly, I think I'm supposed to get rid of the squeeze. Oh, they stacked incorrectly. Awesome. All right. So I think, like, I'm pretty sure my opponent's made inaccuracies on most of the turns in this game. This one being a very large inaccuracy because they're going to lose all their creatures and I'm going to hit both of their squeeze with this Tormod's Crypt, which puts me extremely far ahead. They're down to 3 cards in hand. It'll be 4 cards in hand. What is this? They're going to Noxious Revival a hollow one? Sure. You got it. I mean, they have a second Wasteland. I might force a hollow one. Maybe? They're down to 2 cards after this? Yeah, I'm probably force a hollow one. Oh, they have a Root Wallet too. It's kind of annoying. So this means that their last 2 cards are Wasteland plus hollow one? Yeah. Okay, so I will force this hollow one. This buys me 10 turns. How many oracles are left in the deck? None. None. What is left in my deck? I have a single Ledger Shredder, and I have... I don't know, it's demonic. Let's find out. I think I have a Ledger Shredder. I have a Jailer. Oh, I don't have any Shredders? Can I win? Why has Console been so... Console has murdered the crap out of me. I guess I was supposed to force the... I made a misplay. I was supposed to force the force on Vamp, I guess. Well, I can't Jailer Beats against a Root Wallow, right? I think I need to go for Needle, right? I get Needle here. Well, I have a Lurrus. I have a Lurrus. I have a Lurrus, chat. I have a Lurrus. I have a Lurrus. It's fine. Which is a 1/1. No, I have a Lurrus, so it's fine. Do I have any lands in my deck, actually? I have A and Underground Sea left. I think we have an Underground Sea left. I drew my 1/1. I think I'm just supposed to Needle Bazaar, so that can't happen. And then we move on from there and try to figure out how to win. Go away, Windows. Some amount of Moxen. Couple Moxen, 2 Moxen. I'm gonna start with Time Walk and then see what we like. If we hit a land, I want to get Lurrus back. Okay, so now I'm gonna just go straight for Lurrus. I just want to get this in play as soon as possible. Needle Wasteland. I think we'll lose to this Bazaar if we don't Needle Bazaar. I'm like almost positive we'll just lose to the Bazaar. I mean, they could have technically drawn Force of Will. They have 3 left. Oh, now they can't. Let's go. Such a good draw. Such a good draw. They did draw Force blue card. Holy shit. Watch me get Mind Break trapped here. Oh my god, they conceded. What the fuck? We would have lost. Maybe I was supposed to wait to cast Lurrus until I hit a Mana Source. Like I don't know. I could have considered. I did consider not casting Lurrus if I didn't draw mana. I probably wouldn't have cast Lurrus, to be honest. It has to resolve, right? I don't know why they conceded. I have 9 cards left in my deck. I don't know. I don't know. All right. All right. I need to. Oh God, what a match! I guess we get to keep streaming. There you go, chat and YouTube. That victory has won us more magic. Okay, here we are, round 3. Can we turn this ship around? I think we might be playing against Doomsday. We'll have to see. This is an interesting hand, though. I like this hand. Okay, all right. I think we're just supposed to pass. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna cast Ancestral now because I can beat a Fluster with a Misstep and a Pearl. I guess I don't beat Fluster Days, but just get this fucking island in case they're on bug. Maybe that's stupid, but whatever. I'm sick of getting wastelanded. What can I say? All right. What do you got for us? INF. Fluster? Little Fluster action? I think they're on Doomsday, but this player also plays a decent amount of bug, so... Yeah, alright, it is Doomsday. I know they've been trying to learn Doomsday recently, so... I kind of feel like I'm just going to misstep this. Feels reasonable to me. Okay, now I kind of regret not getting Underground Sea. I wonder if that'll lose me the game. I wonder if not getting Underground Sea will lose me the game. A classic Justin scenario. Alright, can I get a fetch land, please? No? No fetch land? Alright, well, I'm going to brainstorm. Maybe I'm supposed to play Sapphire first. Alright, well, now we're in great shape. Would play again. I'm going to get rid of 1 fetch, 1 merchant scroll. And then... this looks really good. I'm going to run into a trap here if they have it, but I guess I have a Fluster, so it's fine. I could technically get Luris, but I don't think that's necessary. I think we just get a Witch, and then next turn we go for a Witch kill with Fluster and Force, and my opponent kind of has to kill me now, and I mean, we resolved Ancestral. Our opponent did not resolve Ancestral, so we are very far ahead. Are we the better Doomsday deck? I think we're the better Doomsday deck. Can I just Fluster this? Nah, I guess not. I guess it doesn't actually do anything. What if all along this was the better Doomsday deck? How crazy would that be? Which looks a lot better when you have mana. I think we got them. They know where they're dead too because they got the Pro Bus. I'm on 2 Witch, 1 Consult, and a pile, and 3 Oracles, and a pile of other stiff. There's no reason for me not to Fluster this one, right? One feels like the Fluster. Ancestral. Yeah, sure. So they have to have double force. That'd be fairly difficult. Cast Oracle. They have force. I have force. Oracle resolves. Trigger on the stack. Activate Witch. Pitch Tarn. You are already dead. My thing lags. And then they die. Oh, I guess that's true. We still have the Lurrus backup plan, and they have one card left. I like that our deck did the thing it was supposed to do. That was very nice of it. Anything is possible when you resolve Ancestral Recall. That's what we learned today. So we were playing this matchup in the league. We just boarded in Dress Down, and we took out a Dark Confidant. Dress Down can stop an Oracle kill. Not Flusterstormable, kind of nice. But the rest is, we were kind of pre-boarded already for this kind of thing. We don't, like, you could maybe have a 4th Flusterstorm in the sideboard, or, like, Trapped or something, but... Okay, I have a cat. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, this hand is, like, a lot better on the play against Doomsday than it is on the draw. They have one of their Moxen, huh? That's not good. Like, I probably, unless I draw another Moxen, I'm probably forced to pass and not play a 2-drop. Well, now they get to see everything, so that's great. A+. Okay. Like, I don't think I'm, like, reasonably allowed to not hold up Fluster here. 7 minutes are up. Okay. All right. Let's see what we draw, and then I'll... All right, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's do this. What do we have? We have... my opponent knows every card except for Oracle. I have to just hold open Flusterstorm because it's Doomsday on turn 2, who's cast double bottom on both Preordains. I still think it's too greedy to jam a 2-drop here, though. I might vamp for a mana source, to be honest. Not to be fair. It's possible that I will end up vamping for a mana source. It's a lot of Preordains. At least they're very nice old border Preordains. Okay. I think I'm gonna vamp for a mana source. It's a little weak, but I want to play a 2-drop here no matter what. So I'm probably just gonna go vamp for... Fuck me. I was gonna say vamp for like a Black Lotus and play Bob plus Shredder. I'm not really allowed to fight over this, am I? I don't think so. They could even play Dark Ritual to pay if they wanted to. Though this, like, Fluster is getting worse. No, I probably am not allowed to. Just got to hope I hit a land. Actually, a land or an off-color Moxen works. Why? Well, now I can do it next turn, so, you know, it's fine. It's okay. Everything is okay. Okay, sure. Yeah, My opponent only has 4 cards left in their hand. That's a good draw. That's a great draw. I think I would rather have a Shredder in play than a Bob first. So then I can get rid of these other Bobs. Yes, I know I was not specific enough with my request. It's a classic Justin problem. All right, so my opponent actually only knows about these 3 cards and not these 2 cards, which is perfect. Oh yeah, I do the non-Opal Moxen one quite a lot. That one happens a lot. Okay, I need to sit back in my chair and play reasonable match of Magic here. What do we have? What do we got? What do we have? Doomsday? Gush. Yeah, a Gush resolves. Now a Doomsday? My opponent is suddenly up to 8 cards in hand. That's cheating. This should be restricted. I wouldn't. Duress is a terrible Magic card, and Bob is actually good. Why would you want to play Duresses in my deck? Why do we keep getting Murktided? Ooh, new plan. All right, sure, you got a Murktide Regent. I kind of need to hit a land drop, though. Now I can hit any land drop, any Moxen, just so I can have a backup Fluster. Or I guess I don't have backup Fluster no matter what. I just have to hope they don't have Fluster. I mean, I can technically lead on Demonic again. We know how badly that worked out for me in the testing league. Oh, wait, I can't lead on Demonic again because I have Shredder. God, I almost did the same exact mistake twice. I have to lead on Oracle. All right, well, I think we're supposed to jam. They only have 5 cards in hand. This is our plan. Well, I think it's past the point where we want another land. I do want to make my Shredder bigger. But yeah, I mean, do I have an Oracle? Do I have a console? They know about my Flusterstorm, but I guess I can't Fluster back. Oh, wait, I just lose to their Flusterstorm, right? Because they have actually 1 mana here. Oh, I did need the land. Oh, but I couldn't have played the land because the trigger would be on the stack. So I guess I don't really have any choices, right? Did I play that poorly? If I had drawn a blue card, then I could have flustered and forced. Play Petal and Bob and pass. Maybe. I don't know. Kind of felt like making them have it wasn't unreasonable. They like bottomed 6 preordained cards. I don't know. Maybe that's just wrong. How fast do I lose to this Murktide Regent? 3 turns? It's kind of not the end of the world. I wonder if I'm supposed to play a Cabal Therapy in this deck. If I fluster back here, my opponent just pays for the copy that has 1, and then I have to pay for 1, and I will lose. So that's why we don't fluster back here. If my opponent has 1 mana, flustering a Flusterstorm does nothing. And I don't have another mana. Like, if I had some more mana, we would be okay. But unfortunately, I this trigger was in response to this, no good. But it's possible that I just made the wrong play to begin with, and I was supposed to just play Bob and pass and try to figure out a better solution. Dig through time. Black Lotus. I guess dig through time is pretty good. I don't know if it's fast enough, but maybe I can't just beat like a completely counter magic hand plus Murktide Regent here. Maybe that's just a failure of me to recognize that. But I have a Shredder to chump for a turn too. But I don't know. I don't know if the Bob is like enough card advantage. You say the Bob is card advantage, but I'm not really sure it's enough card advantage. I have to use my Lotus Petal. I mean, if this hits both a Witch and an Oracle, then I still have time. Gotta hit other mana source too, but I don't know. I think my opponent probably just has like a pile of forces in their hand, and I'm just going to lose to Murktide Regent, so it probably doesn't matter much what I do, but I could have played this slower and played a Bob last turn. It's probably fair. Because I couldn't beat Flusterstorm, it was really hard to go for a consult kill. Duress is just not a good magic card. I don't want Duress in my deck. I could just play better. What is this? Oh, they're gonna... What is happening? Hard cast force. Like, I don't think that Consult Oracle is the way you want to win the game against Doomsday. I want to beat them with like Shredder plus Flusterstorm. Like, it just so happened that they had another Dark Ritual. Okay. All right. I mean, we're working towards something here. I don't know if we're gonna have enough turns, but we also like could almost win this game with a time walk as well. Wait, they're just paying. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Sure. My opponent has one card left in hand, and I'm the one with a Shredder in play. Should I hold this probe for next turn to trigger 2 spells? No, I don't think so. They have a dig through time as their last card. That's unfortunate. I think I'm just supposed to let them cast dig because I need them to trigger my Shredder, right? Oh no, I'm just dead to dig through time. That's fucking great. Okay. I had to not attack because I knew there was a dig through time in their hand. That's fun. I mean, we can't actually win if we have to jump that turn, so it's fine. Not worried about it. The fact that we just lost to Murktide plus double counterspell is kind of annoying, but I did play into it myself, so it's more on me than anything else. Sure. Keep. It's not a great hand, but it's probably okay. Yeah, I mean, I just shouldn't have played the way I played, right? It was not a very strong line. I'm learning. This feels like a Vamp for Ancestral kind of draw. Oh, cool. They have a Black Lotus as well. Their Black Lotus is probably a lot stronger than my Black Lotus. I guess technically I can get a Lurrus. Vamp for another Moxen, get a Luris. I don't really know what my game plan is here. What is one Vamp gonna get me? My opponent is comboing off though. A lot of spells. One top, one bottom, no shuffle. Brainstorm. Oh, I'm pretty sure this is just getting me Ancestral. I don't really think there's actually another choice. That's reasonable. I'm kind of... My opponent mulled a lot here, but then they just cast infinite hand construction, so... They have... I'm sure they have a perfect hand after this. I don't know what a perfect hand looks like, but I would hope that they would have it. That was quite a lot of stuff. Like, if I vamp for Ancestral, am I casting Ancestral on my turn here? Oh, probe. Probably, just because it gets around Fluster. Now they know about Dress Down Force is, like, really unfortunate. Probe is, like, the worst thing for them to have drawn for me, because now they know my exact game plan. Kind of suspect. I have to just get Ancestral. I could just get a Ledger Shredder. It doesn't feel like it's unreasonable to get a Ledger Shredder. I feel like that could be better. Then I just play a Ledger Shredder with Force and Dress Down up. Like, what if they have Mental Misstep? I guess they would have Mental Misstep the Vamp. What if they have Negation? Then they're down to 3 cards. I'm pretty... it's got to be pretty close between Shredder and Ancestral. I kind of like Shredder more. Maybe that's too optimistic, but... No, Bob is not fast enough clock. I don't think Bob is better than Shredder here. Duress. Okay. Oh, they took the dress down. Wait, they don't have a second land? How can you not have a second land? It's kind of crazy. Isn't there a quite high chance? I don't think Ancestral would resolve. My assumption is Ancestral would not resolve. I think playing Ancestral into, like, Misstep Negation is, like, really bad. I mean, my opponent's still probably gonna win. I would say my opponent's extremely favored from here. Like, my opponent has to be extremely favored from here. Even though they missed a land drop. Like, one Force is just not good enough. Oh, they're gonna vamp now, so they... Like, I'm not supposed to stop this. Take the lightning, or take the shock. I really want to draw... I might, like, think the best draw might be a Mox, so I could go Mox, get Luris, play Luris, trigger Shredders. I mean, obviously Ancestral is great. Demonic is great. That's 2 spells. I don't know about that. Like, losing my Lotus is not great. Oh, I can't Gush here? I really wanted to Gush here. But Time Walk looks pretty good. I can make... I actually win the game if they don't have double... Well, if they have double Counterspell. They can't actually make a... Well, no, it's not guaranteed to win the game. I would have to hit 4 straight non-lands. I could go for Cruise. Cruise is 5 into the yard and then 3 in play. No, that's not good. Could go for Ancestral. I don't think this game Lurrus matters anymore. I was just looking for a way to get 2 spells. I think a Time Walk is the best choice. Trigger! Nice. And? Not nice. They're going to force. So if I force back, I get another 2 triggers and a Time Walk. I need to deal 11 damage. If I hit 2 non-creatures, I get 5 damage, then it puts them to 1. Yeah, fuck it, YOLO. Oh, I've already used... No, they have to force back. Okay, that was really bad. Never mind. So they're only going to 6. Can they Doomsday from 6? Yeah. Okay, so that was really bad. Never mind. I was thinking they were going to connive by countering... Yeah. Oh, I mean, that's an insane draw, though, so it's probably fine. It's got to be like the best draw in my deck. Oh, my God. Yes. Yes, this is still good. This is still good. I think I got lucky there. I was probably not supposed to force back. I have definitely not played extremely well. We need to hit some creatures, non-creatures here though, or non-lands. I'm sorry. Oh, I know they're both non-lands because I brainstormed. Wait, that's kind of insane. Can they win from 3? Maybe. It's gotta be harder though. I got lucky there. I don't think I played very well. I kind of made the most like high variance choices in every position. I couldn't draw a Fluster. That is true. I have 3 Flusters still in my deck. I probably... Oh, yeah, they can't daze this because then I get 2 triggers. No, they haven't played a spell this turn. I should have played my land first so they can't daze this. I guess them going down a land is probably good for me too, so... Yeah, we knocked off a lot of cards here by hitting Brainstorm into Cruise, which is really lucky. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I played well, but we did play well enough. Ledger Shredder is such a good card. It's crazy. This card is criminally underplayed in Vintage right now, but it also is 50 tickets, so I do get it. Man, wild. Welcome to round 5 of 6, 59 player event. Let's begin. I have a cat. I have a Mystic Sanctuary. Well, besides the fact that I have a Mystic Sanctuary, this hand is quite good. So it's pretty similar to a hand where I would, if I had 2 fetchers, I probably wouldn't jam Ancestral on turn 1 anyways because I had a Fluster, so it's fine. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. Wish I had a Moxen, and I could just jam a Shredder. Everyone would be happy. I have drawn quite a few Sanctuaries. Maybe we will do the Swamp in the main and the Sanctuary in the board. That might be better. Yeah, Shredder's sweet. Love a Shredder. Great card. Would play again. I mean, this tap land brings back Gush, Time Walk, and Ancestral, so quite a strong one. I guess we can take a quick peek and see what we're looking at. Maybe. What we got coming? Land? Gush. Not really sure this is going to be a Gush game. Kind of just want land drops. I'm pretty free to Ancestral here, so I'm going to. They had the negation, so obviously instantly punished. I swear the one negation gets me even more than the one misstep gets me. I still think it's better to play now when they can't have Flusterstorm and Pyroblast and that kind of thing. Like, getting them to 2 for, 2 cards is fine. I could hold this probe for Shredder triggers, but I think it's better to know exactly what's happening right now. They have a Lion's Eye Diamond. Wow. And I drew my Gush anyways. All right, so I'll hold this Jet for a Shredder trigger next turn. And then get myself perfect information with this. And I do get 2 draws. I mean, we're not really in a terrible spot unless they have, they top deck or they find a breach somehow. Not a breach somehow, a brain freeze. But now I have a force. So they did have a Flusterstorm. Saga, yeah. All right, so here we can go Shredder into Jet. If we find a land, we also can play Bob. Oh, never mind. I will go Shredder into Witch if I find a land. I guess I have a Gush, so I technically always have a land. I would still like to try to draw into one would be kind of nice. Yeah. Yeah. All right, this Bob is quite unnecessary now. They can't actually counter Witch or Oracle with Flusterstorm, which is pretty sweet. So as long as they don't kill me on their next turn, we win. But they could do that. Because they have a Flusterstorm, so they can beat my force. They're going to Brainstorm in response? Sure. I mean, if they do want to force this, that's totally a battle I'm in for, I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe I can just win a normal game as well. All right, let's get a bobble and see what they put back. And it's the same breach. Okay. I mean, this Urza Saga is going to do actually nothing in this game of Magic, which is pretty much what Urza Saga does. It either loses you the game or does nothing. So, like, unless they have a Time Walk, this card is never going to go off, and they're going to die on the next turn, so... All right, did you draw Pyroblast? Nope. I guess they could have drawn Ancestral, which would be annoying, but... Let's just have a little chat, you know? I do lose to Ancestral here. Ancestral plus Fluster does beat my hand. Just a little chat. It's just a little chat. No? Yes? Got him. Sweet. No, they're not a dress down deck. They just had to have Pyro, or no, Pyro didn't work at that point anymore. It was really just Ancestral, I think. So I will bring in dress down, I guess. I don't know. I just don't care about Saga tokens. Do I really want to play dress down? Isn't EE just way better than dress down anyways? Because it hits their other stuff that's happening. Then I'll just bring in Lantern. And then I'm going to take out Mystical. I don't really like Mystical against Pyroblast decks. Needle is not very good against their deck. I don't know what you want Needle for. Needling Saga is just wasting mana because my opponent's Saga tokens are so bad because they don't play enough creatures or enough artifacts. That's kind of like a win for them if you are doing something like that. Like EE has like you can have it on 2 and beat a breach kind of thing, so it has like nice versatility. Whereas these other cards don't have versatility. On Lotus does not stop their combo. If you would read Needle, it does not stop activated mana abilities. So that's no good. I want all the Bobs. I'm just gonna take out this Merchant Scroll. Maybe I'll just take out Petal. Yeah, maybe I'll take out Petal and Tutor. That looks pretty good. Okay. I have a cat. This hand looks real good. This hand is kind of nice because what I can do is I can jam turn 1 Shredder, turn 2 Shredder Pro, double Shredder trigger. I like that a lot. My opponent's deck is not as fast as like Doomsday, unless they draw exactly Tinker. They're typically not as fast as like Doomsday and PO. You have time to do something like play 2 Shredders. Jailer does not work against Breach due to time stampings. A little bit of time stampings. Not a good play. That's a hell of a draw too. Yeah, I think I have the time to deploy some shreddings. Deploy some Birdmen. I mean, if they Pyroblast, that's fine as well. That's not a huge deal. Oh, I mean, that's pretty annoying, but it is what it is. I could definitely die now after my opponent casts Ancestral, but like theoretically in this game, I can get a Merchant for Fluster or Force. This is a Tinker. Oh, it's a Narset. That is so good against my Shredder. I guess I can hit it for 2 this turn. Do I really want to discard 2? I guess I'm not playing my second Shredder now. Oh, they're going to play it now. Okay, so this is... So if I discard Probe, and then if I Shred again... No, I probably just have to hit this Narset twice. Unless I draw like a Bobble, and then I could go Bobble, Merchant, discard, Shredder, kill, and then Ancestral. Well, Fluster looks really bad now. I really don't want my Shredder to die, but I also don't want to play 2 Shredders and lose my whole hand. So I think I just have to not do anything this turn and attack with my Shredder at the Narset and then hope to not get punished too hard by not playing another Shredder. Like a Pyro killing my Shredder or something would be really bad. Why do you want to do such a thing? I don't think I want to trigger Shredder. I don't know. I don't really want to use my resources. My resources are really powerful. Maybe that's a greedy line, but I kind of think making my opponent have it is better. Playing second Shredder is not good because my opponent plays 2 spells. I have to just discard 2 cards. I don't want to do that. I don't like any of those lines. Like, this is probably the greediest line, but I feel like it's the best line. It's like really bad for me if I have to discard 2 here. Could be wrong. All right, let's see. My opponent had a removal. They would have played it on their turn to trigger the Shredder. So now I kind of feel like we're in the clear. Once I kill this Narset, I just draw a million cards and win. Okay, yeah, sure. That's really good for me. I am just going to get another Shredder in play and cast something. Yeah, their Narset was pretty useless. I mean, it made me discard a card, but... And they got a mana crypt off it, but that's not very good. I don't think I'm supposed to double cast spells right now. It runs into Fluster pretty badly. Like, I could definitely cast Merchant, but... I don't really know. It doesn't really feel good either. Because I want to be able to pitch Merchant to Force. I guess I could pitch whatever they had to Force. They have to look at my hand? Alright, well now the good news is if I cast Ancestral, they can't Fluster it. And if they counter it, I get to do all the shredding. So I'm going to Ancestral myself in response. I can't actually keep a land. I guess I can keep a land because I can Mystic Sanctuary and Ancestral Recall. I guess I'll pitch this Thassa's Oracle then. Maybe a Demonic Tutor is stronger than a land here. All right, I'll let the land go. I have a land from the Ancestral, right? So, oh, I don't have a land from the Ancestral. Okay, never mind. I also didn't draw Fluster, which I don't like very much, but like, Fluster's probably not that good against them anyways, so. All right, so I have like a lot of stuff happening, right? My opponent probably doesn't have that much longer to live. Especially with a Mana Crypt ticking down. They will probably get a Black Lotus off this Saga this game, though, which could be problematic. I just want a Time Walk, maybe? Maybe I just want Consult Kill. Kind of depends on how they tap their mana, right? If you let Peak resolve, maybe they draw Mental Misstep. Why would you? I could even draw a Flusterstorm off my Ancestral and counter the Peak if I wanted to. Why would you let Peak resolve? Why would you give them, you know, why would you give them an extra card there? All right, sure. The Pyroblast, the big Shredder. All right, I mean, that significantly lowers the clock, but they only have 4 cards left in their hand. See if we draw a land. If we draw a land, we can do Mystic Sanctuary. I don't, giving them less information is like worse than giving them the ability to draw Mental Misstep, though, right? I don't know why you would do that. I think I'm going to play another Shredder. I might Demonic for a Soul Guide Lantern. Oh, now I have... I, of course, drew this after. So now I can't go for the Ancestral. Kind of annoying. It feels like it's going to be pretty hard to lose if I have a Soul Guide and a Force. I guess like my Demonic could be flustered or something, but...
So I can actually get the Ancestral next turn if they play 2 spells as well, which is like another example of like why top deck tutors and Mystic Sanctuary are super good in Shredder decks. All right, so I think I cover a lot of bases by having this. I guess theoretically they can have Hardcast Force, but all right, they didn't. I'll hit this Ancestral. All right, so now that I have a Lantern, a big clock, a Force, and a Mystic for Ancestral, I don't know. I feel pretty good about this. They have like a small construct, which shouldn't really matter at all. And they only have 4 cards in hand. And they have a Mana Crypt flipping down. Big clock? The construct is not even bigger than the bird right now. Like, if they cast a spell, I can block. I could even... what I can do is I can Demonic... I could put Demonic back on top and Demonic for Engineered Explosives. Like, if that was something I was worried about, I could do that. Don't think I'm worried about that, though. Maybe I am. All right, I mean, we have to consider, I can go Demonic. I can put Demonic on top and get Time Walk and then Merchant Scroll for Gush. Yeah, I mean, that seems really good, though. All right, so I will Mystic Sanctuary back my Demonic Tutor. And then I will Demonic Tutor for Time Walk. I'll cast Time Walk. I guess if this gets flustered, I might lose. Should I just try to pay? Should I just force it? Should I just pay and force it? What if I don't? What do I do then? Seems kind of fine. I guess I technically will have to chump block if this gets double countered. I didn't really think they had more counter magic after all of this. What is happening? Oh, they're cycling a Nimble Obstructionist. Why is there a Nimble Obstructionist? There's no triggers, right? They're just cycling? Okay. I mean, I have lethal on the table, right, with this Time Walk, so... I didn't even realize that, actually. Okay, so they're dead. Oh, to counter my Oracle? Yeah, I guess that's a thing. Okay, cool. I don't really like this deck, the Breach deck. It feels like it's trying to do too many different things and is not good at any of them. I don't like the way I played this game, though. I might have gone a little too aggressive. I feel like I probably went a little too hard. This deck is pretty hard to play on my side. I think I'm making a lot of suboptimal choices. Like, not even bad choices, but at the very least, suboptimal choices. Shredder is just a hard card to play with. Like, this Demonic for Soul Guide Lantern made sense to me, but maybe that was too much. Maybe there was actually Time Walk lines that I just didn't see. But obviously playing Time Walk into Fluster is kind of tough. I would probably want to go back and review this VOD for the last... I mean, this whole game, probably. There's, like, a lot of choices you can make in this game, and I don't really know. I kind of need to see them again. We made the comeback, though. We're now 3-2. Things you'd love to see. Okay, here we go now. 6th and final round with our new deck. I'd like to get a 4-2. I'd be pretty happy to get a 4-2 after how badly the first 2 rounds went. A little comeback. I have a cat. I haven't used the cat too much, but I have one. I drew the Mystic Sanctuary again, but this hand is obviously good, so. We definitely lose like some value if we don't. Interesting. Super interesting. I think I'm just going to jam Merchant into Ancestral. I don't know if I'll use Petal, though. It kind of feels like overkill. I'm going to fetch a basic island, though. My opponent likes to play more controlling decks. I don't know if they'll be playing... I don't know which one they'll be playing, but I have a feeling that I could get Wastelanded. And I would like to keep a land. I'm just gonna get the Ancestral, and then I am gonna play out this Petal, but I don't think I would like to cast Ancestral off it. Maybe I do. What is the upside, and what is the? I mean, the upside is Fluster Pyro. Like, I'm not gonna force. All right, I'm gonna cast Ancestral. I lie to you. It feels like higher upside. All right, well. Maybe we can make it to 4 mana and just naturally play this Sanctuary. It's better against Fluster, Misstep, and Pyro, which are all cards that this player likes to play. So, ooh, Bob looks great here. And I drew it off a Jet. Things you love to see. We can even brainstorm this Sanctuary back into our deck. I mean, I feel like I'm in a decent spot now. I actually think I'm going to brainstorm in response to this fetch, too. All right, well, I don't want this Sanctuary, and I guess I will put back 1 Bauble. And I guess I'm not going to fetch now. See what colors. Yeah, Tundra. See, like, I just felt like they were going to play some Tundras on me. It's kind of interesting. I'm going to force it. I think my opponent's probably on Stoneblade or Jeskai, one of the two. Well, we can tutor for Dig Through Time or Gush. A couple good cards. Don't want to put Dig Through Time or Gush for our Bob though, so that's a little awkward. I mean, we do have Regrowth. We have a Mystic Sanctuary in our deck. It's perfect. So if there's Stoneblade, I still don't want to fetch an Underground Sea until I have to. Oh, what the does that mean? Are they just Bant control? Are they? They don't have a Luris. Collector Oof. Holy shit. Okay, I did not see this coming. I did not see this coming. Bant Archon. Yeah, I guess it could be Bant Archon, huh? So if I don't really want to put a Gush on top or a Dig Through Time on top, but I guess I could put a Time Walk on top. It's pretty good. Yeah, Oof is like pretty nice right now. Time Walk is not just Explore. I have a Dark Confidant in play. Oh, fucking hell. Do I offer this trade? It saves them a card, but it buys me 2 cards. I feel like I do offer this trade. Well, they're not going to block if I do it next turn. No, Oof is not actually a problem for our deck. It's like kind of an irrelevant card that just happened to be really good right now. Ooh, I took 5. God bless. Shit. I'm so fucked. I can't even attack back now. Yeah, I don't know. That went really badly. Like, our deck doesn't have a lot of artifacts in it, so I don't really usually care about removing creatures with this deck. It is an unfortunate set of draws to like put a bobble back and then just draw bobble anyways, but I don't know. Fatal Push probably. I mean, I have a dead weight in my sideboard I'm going to be bringing in, so it's not like I have no removal in my 75. It is Archon. Fuck. Dead weight does not kill Archon, though. Archon is definitely an annoying one. I just didn't draw a blue card, so now I don't have a force for the Archon. Is just kind of... All of this has gone really unfortunately. Basically, everything that's happened has been rough for me. I guess I can just use Witch and try to find stuff. Oh, all right. I'm one land away from winning. I guess if they have a force, I can't win, but oh, fucking hell. Never mind. There's an Archon in play. I mean, we can still just use the Switch and try to turn something into something. We can only play one spell a turn, though. So is there even anything good to get off of Witch? This is Swords. This is Thalia. Thalia doesn't really matter. So we're pretty close here. If they don't have a Wasteland and they don't have a Force, then we can win this game. So I think we need to go find another land. Time to go do some math. I guess we go get an Underground Sea, right? This is like really sus. I guess if we get really unlucky, maybe we can just win with Oracle. We don't have another basic in our 75. Oh, that went well. Oh wait, do we have enough basics? Do we have enough things left to fetch? I think we have one more. Yeah, Shredder. I mean, Shredder's not even bad. Shredder blocks. Shredder's actually really good. Wait, we might win this game. I guess if they have a force, they'll probably force Shredder. I mean, we could die to our Bob, to be fair. We technically have we have 2 cards left in our deck that kill us with Bob. We have 3 cards left in our deck that kill us with Bob. We have 1 force, 1 dig, 1 cruise. Oh, I can't force of will on my turn, no. But what was I like? You're like, what if they had a swords on my witch? Is that what you're worried about? I'm not gonna be able to protect my combo no matter what I do, so I might kill off my Bob here. That seems good for me. I have to hope they don't have a wasteland still, because I don't have enough lands left in my deck. Do I have a Mystic Sanctuary still? Yeah, I could have fetched and put a Time Walk on top, I guess. Oh, it enters tapped, you're right. I mean, I probably will fetch Sanctuary anyways. No, it doesn't make sense to say. Interesting. I mean, I'm just kind of on, does my opponent have a force? And if they do, I don't have counterplay right now. I would have to like... Yeah, I only have 1 land left in my deck. I mean, I can get a Luris after if I need to. I think I just do it and see if it works. They have to have one of 4 forces, I guess. No, it just worked. I guess I could die to Ancestral here, but whatever. Are they actually going to witch twice in one game? Kind of nuts. I liked playing the Shredder to block the Archon. I think it was fine. What? Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't really think about that. So how many cards just put back in our deck? 13. No, I have a graveyard, friend. Do I have any more oracles left in my deck, though? I can put Time Walk on top of my library. No, I don't have any more oracles, so I have to chump with my oracle, and then... What is my plan? Well, I'm not dying on the ground. But how do I win? Hmm. This card becomes a 3/3, so I can't even counter it because I don't have any lands left. All right. Oh, I guess I am gonna die. I have blocks next turn. So what can I kill? I can kill an Oof, which is better for me. Because Oof lets me do Luris. Which looks really bad for my opponent. Well, I can't get rid of this Oracle anyway. Well, I can just chump with the Oracle when they flip the Liberator, I guess. Once again, I just put myself not being able to cast Force of Will. But I guess I'm at 1, so I can't cast Force anyways. Okay. Like, if I get sorted, it's quite bad. It's been real dicey. It's been something of a game. They're just swinging? Isn't this bad? Like, block, block, block? Replay my witch? What does this do for you? Lets me attack with my Luris, and I have a Time Walk. This is horrible for you. Oh. Okay, maybe I wasn't supposed to block Thalia. I guess I could have seen that coming. I don't think I'm very good at Magic. Okay, I definitely should have seen that coming. That's the only... I mean, the attack still doesn't make sense. But I feel like I should have seen it coming. Okay, sure. Oh, I can't play the Witch and the Time Walk in the same turn. That's funny. Why are we not F6? Why does it fucking matter? What? I'm like now losing on clock here. Alright, well, nothing went well here. I still have to hold everybody back. I'm gonna hold these in my hand in case I pitch. I'm never gonna be able to pitch them to Shredder because I don't have any. I don't have any way to remove things in my entire deck. Maybe I should play one push. Fuck you. I don't have 6 mana for force. I guess it doesn't matter at this point. Why do I care about a Collector Roof? I mean, obviously I can't cast my forces right now, which is annoying, but can cast my Fluster right now. Ancestral Recall. Does it make sense to play this on my turn? I can wait till their end of turn. It's probably better. Like, they can have Flusters and Forces, too. Oh, I guess this does flip the Trap Flaker, but that lets me play the Oracle, so they can't really attack with that. Just another Collector Oof. Okay. That's fine. This looks fine. They can't attack with this Trap Breaker anyways. Or I just Oracle kill them with Witch. I can't fetch right now. Maybe I'm still supposed to play a land in case I gain life and can fetch for a Sanctuary. Yeah, I probably should play one land. I have a lifelinking Luris, so I think I would be fine, right? Block, block, block. Everything lives, and then... Oh, I can't block with my Luris, though. Yeah, maybe they do have a kill here. Well, now I can brainstorm, like, my lands or whatever, so... Maybe it's fine. I think I'm gonna have to block with my Luris and then lose, huh? So I'm just not going to be able to do anything? So I think I should have already lost, right? Oh, shit. Yeah, because I have to block with my Luris and then I lose. What was I supposed to do? Don't really feel like there was much I could have done, right? I don't know if I had other options. Can't even replay a creature this turn. Not that I would want to play a Bob anyways. Yeah, I guess we just lose this game. I don't know. Could I have done... Well, the block where I blocked Thalia was really bad. That was the thing I fucked up on, right? That was like my biggest mistake, probably. Well, now they can attack in the air, too. mean, I get to replay my Shredder, so unless they figure out that they can attack all and kill me. I don't know what we're doing here. None of this feels like it matters. I probably should just concede and get to the next game. Archon of Emeria is a hell of a magic card. Maybe I can't even attack with Luris. Yeah, but I think I'm the one who's supposed to be conceding. It just feels like, I don't know, like the way my opponent's played, it feels like there might be an opportunity still. Maybe there isn't. This is kind of where I wish I had, what, a Cabal Therapy to sack my own Oracle. Why not play Confidant? You tell me. I believe in you. You can figure it out. Well, I could have blocked the Thalia with the Witch, and then they would have to kill off. I mean, they could still kill off their Thalia and do it again, I guess. So maybe my play doesn't actually matter at all. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I'm wasting my own time here. I should probably just concede. That's kind of awkward. This game was really awkward. So what happened? I got Enduranced. Could I have even played around Endurance? I don't think so. I wish I could get rid of this Oracle somehow. But there's just no way, right? They just block with a 2/2 every turn. Okay. Looking back, there might have been something in this game I could have done differently, but I'm not 100% sure what it was. I'm going to bring in EE and Deadweight and Seal of Removal and Dress Down. I mean, they're at 17. They can just not even block. I don't know how they could block wrong. It was like them not attacking with their 3/3 makes it's pretty clear they understand that they don't want the Oracle to die. Is this a Flusterstorm matchup? This might just like not be a Bobble matchup. If they're gonna have main deck like Lurises and stuff like that, just take some. Not Lurises. Oofs. So just take Bobble out and take out. Plus, I mean, their Swords Force deck. Maybe I'm supposed to have. I don't know. I feel like just taking Bobble out makes a ton of sense. Obviously I lose out on some card draw, but yeah, if I had a Deadweight in that game, it'd be pretty good. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in Needle for Wasteland. I don't really like that very much. This is a matchup where I wish I had my 3 basics in the next build. But you have to play Magic to learn that kind of thing and then fix it. This is also where I wish I had Myers Grasp instead of Deadweight, is like very specifically Archon of Emeria. There are not that many reasons to play that is a fucking Myers Grasp over Deadweight besides Archon of Emeria. This is so awkward. If I had like anything else, it would probably work. Even like a Sapphire, so I could go Ancestral, Snap Ancestral, but I don't think I'm allowed to keep like Lotus Confidant Go or Lotus Upkeep Ancestral or Lotus on my turn Ancestral. I don't. Even if it was a Jet, I would probably keep it because then I could go Confidant Go. I just have to put this back. This is not allowed. Our recall is not going to resolve, right? Like, I don't think you can just all in and hope my recall resolves. That doesn't seem like a play we should make. That doesn't seem like a reasonable play. Well, we're doing it anyways. We're doing it live. Okay, so how do I do this hand? I Demonic for Ancestral, and then I cast Ancestral, and then I would put them on 4 Force of Will, 1 Misstep, 2 Negation, or 1 Negation. I think I Demonic, and I cast Ancestral. And I just do it. This one is like at least like a more reasonable than the first hand. Has backup plans. I guess I also maybe I was supposed to play the Sapphire first. Because I can play around negation now if I wanted to. No, I don't want to. I just want to hit my land drop. Okay, I mean they play around negation and Mindbreak Trap, but I just don't think that's worth it. Everything resolved. That's kind of good. And by kind of good, I mean it's quite good. I'm gonna get Island and play Witch. Okay, I mean that worked out really well. That was like as greedy as I could have possibly gotten. Uh-oh, turn 1. Oof it is. Thalia. Yeah, I mean, fuck Thalia. Shredder? I lose out on my ability. Land Shredder Brainstorm? No, it's gotta be worse than Brainstorm with a fetch. I think that's worse than Brainstorm with a fetch. Yeah, I'm gonna just cast Brainstorm. Seal of Removal, Engineered Explosives, land. Oh, I guess I'm gonna keep land? Well, I could actually keep multiple cards, right? Because I can just not fetch. I can go put back EE fetch and play C Shredder and keep Seal. I could even go play Seal EE. Trigger Shredder. That's not even good. I want both lands. Because I want to be able to play Luris. This Collector Roof. Thalia again. That's like not yeah, Wastelanded. Yeah. Is it correct to fetch and put Luris in my hand, even though I can't play it? And run myself into a second Wasteland? If I'm not doing that, what am I doing? I'm attacking for 1. I'm maybe playing a Seal. I mean, I have to fetch eventually to get a Luris. I'm gonna get a Luris. Not winning that race. All right. I mean, second Wasteland is really bad for me here. They didn't have second Wasteland. Does it mean they have Outland Liberator? Are they gonna kill my Sapphire? Oh wait, I don't have a second black man. What am I talking about? I found the land. That's really good for me. That's crazy. Okay, so now I can play Luris Black Lotus. I guess this just get forced. What am I going to do? Gets forced, it gets forced. Luris, Black Lotus, Connive, Jet. Yeah, pitching Jet seems good. I'm going to hold this so I can plus 2 spells every turn. And just don't get attacked. It's fine. They can't swords until this turn. Maybe I'm supposed to play Seal just to beat swords. I didn't really think about that. That was probably bad. I probably am supposed to play Seal just to beat swords. Ah. Yeah. I've been playing pretty awful today. Gotta play a little more focused than this. This is gonna be swords on my alert. Oh, it's another Outline Liberator. Okay. And a Lumi. Triggering my Shredder. I can actually put Demonic back on top with this fetch land. So I actually want to get rid of Seal, make my Ledger Shredder bigger. And then I can go fetch Sanctuary. And if I draw a spell for turn, then I actually can do 2 spells and draw into my Ancestral or Demonic. Okay, that sounds good. And I can still seal as long as my Luris is still in play, yeah. My opponent has not drawn their good cards, namely Archon of Emeria. All right, so they're tapped out with a Thalia in play. If I draw a Thassa's Oracle, we win. If I draw a spell, it's... they're so screwed. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll fetch a Demonic Tutor to the top of my library, and then I'm just gonna cast. Oh shit! I actually don't want to fetch a Demonic Tutor to the top of my library because then, then I will just put it in my yard. Am I stupid? I'm very stupid. How am I so bad? Okay, so I messed that up so royally. I should have just waited for end step Mystical on Demonic. Okay, well, it is what it is. I have to recover, and the best way to recover is just to play C. Because I'm going to play double Deadweight this turn, so. Oh, and Engineered Explosives. That could be fun, too. Alright, well, now I'm attacking. I guess if they draw swords, I'm still, like, not in a great spot, but... I played this fetch so bad. I could probably not lose this game if I had just held my fetch. Clock is not sus. It's totally fine. Yeah. Deadweight is real nice. So I could technically witch for an Oracle and win. I'm just going to attack for the win. I don't feel like getting Endurance or something. This is just Hardcast Endurance. I just force it. I'm still going to lose my stupid Sanctuary trigger. Yeah, we'll win another game. It's not a huge deal. Opponent probably had to force me to use my seal of removal. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Like, it's 4.5 minutes for a combo deck. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry. I, I play thousands of hours of MTGO every year. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Yeah, it's really awkward to not be able to kill Archon, but I don't know if that's actually something you should consider while deck building. Like, maybe this could be a Myers Grasp is the thing. It's something to consider is maybe it should be a Myers Grasp. We have Seal of Removal, so... This hand looks really bad. I think with no Moxen, this hand, and no Force, this hand's not good. Yeah, sure. I need to hit more mana, but... No, I want it to be something that comes out of the yard for Lurist. It's kind of important for that to be the case. Oh, they have a Black Lotus for an Archon? Alright, well... This game's gonna be quite difficult. Yeah, I mean, that's just the complete nuts when I don't have a Force, so we just lose. See, told you time wouldn't be an issue. We got turn 1 killed. Shit. We're gonna have 4 minutes left on our clock that we didn't use after we get turn 1 killed. Well, who cares? Yeah, I mean, Archon is really good against our deck, for sure. I didn't really build my deck to beat an Archon that I can't force, so... That's why I mulliganed my first hand. I wanted to have a hand with Force, but this hand was obviously good enough to keep. But, you know, Black Lotus Archon is basically the only way my opponent's deck does anything, so... It is what it is. Yep, double Archon. Okay, I mean, we can technically win this game. Our opponent might have no interaction left. If we draw a land this turn, we need to draw a land this turn because our land's coming to play tapped right now. Okay, this is good. So this turn I can play Underground Sea, and I can't play Witch because this is going to come into play tapped as well. So I can just play a Emerald. I mean, if my opponent just has like nonsense cards for the rest of the thing, it's not too bad for us. Like, that card is not actually good against what we have going on right now. We're at 10. This could be winnable. It's pretty close. If they just have no Wasteland, no Force, we can probably win this game. Is there any reason to Vamp? Because Vamp costs 2... No, I have to play Witch this turn no matter what. I drew a Force. All right, I mean, if they have nothing, we win, right? We take 6, go to 3, and win. They have to have nothing. We can also, if they Wasteland us, we can Vamp for a island. If they have Oof, we die. That doesn't do it. Well, it might do it if they use it. I should just Vamp for island, right? Go to 1. I mean, they have to not have force, but yeah, like they shoot my Sapphire. They should shoot my Sapphire, but we have counterplay. That does turn them off a fluster, but that's fine. All right, we'll vamp, go to 1, get an island. We're gonna win this game. If they don't have force of will. I should say that. We lose if they have exactly a force of will blue card. No, they're gonna shoot my Sapphire because they think I'm getting Oracle, but I'm actually getting Island. This is good. This is a good sign. This is a good sign. It means they probably don't have force. Because they think we just vamped for Oracle, but what we really vamped for was Island. Oh! That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's worse than blowing up Sapphire. Oh, no, because they're shuffling. Yeah. Okay, I see what they're doing. Yeah, we got there. We win. What the heck? That's crazy. Well, if they had Besaged in our upkeep, we would have gotten Island. It's fine. With an extra 2 minutes and 40 seconds to spare, and we missed top 16. God bless. This was fun. This deck was hard. I played very poorly today. There's a lot to learn here. I have a long way to go on this one. I think this deck's pretty reasonable, though. Huh. Hell of a day, actually. There's just a lot of play patterns that I'm not familiar with here, and I played pretty poorly. But yo, GG's Agua. Those were pretty fun. I don't like playing against Archon though. All right, so the changes that we already made is we put the Sanctuary in the board, and we've got a ton of basics in our deck now. Do we want to change this Deadweight for a Mire's Grasp just so we don't get freaking Archoned again? I always said yes. Senpai said no. I think I'm going to put it back in. Let's put the Mire's Grasp back in. I hate not being able to kill Archon. Do we want to make any other changes? I'm a little concerned about this Snapcaster and the Dark Confidants, but I kind of want the Snapcaster now that I don't have Mystic in the main. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of cutting one Bob, one Snapcaster, and playing 2 1-drops. I don't know, like maybe Deathrite Shamans. Well, if I play Deathrite Shamans, I kind of have to overhaul the whole thing. Like, I would probably have to play less basics, 1 trop. We're not playing Mind Twist. Yogwill is like fine, but I don't think this deck wants Yogwill. Mind Twist is just not very good in 2022. Well, I was told to put a Snapcaster in this deck by Ian, but I don't think I like it. But what else do we want to play? I would like to have more 0 or 1-drop spells, probably. Breach? No, I don't want to change the colors of the deck. I think we want to be as base, like we want as little colors as possible so we don't keep getting wrecked by Wasteland. Maybe we can play a Duress. I know I yelled at someone earlier today for a Duress. If you're still in chat, I'm thinking about it. No. I wanted to play a Therapy. That's what I wanted to play. Well, I mean, I think Bob is fine. I just don't know if I need 4. If I play Therapy, I just switch the baubles too. So if I go down 2 Bobs, play 2 Therapies, and play 4 Urza baubles, I don't know if that's better. That's definitely a choice. That's definitely a choice we could make. Because I want to be able to sacrifice my Oracle after they counter Consultation and replay my Oracle with Luris. I want to be able to sack my Bob, sack my Oracle. No, I think if you play Therapy, you just play 4 straight Urza's Baubles. This looks actually like it could be better. It's interesting. I think that 4 Bob, 4 Shredder is overkill. No, I don't think you play a split. I think you play all 4 Urzas if you play Therapy. You need as much help casting Therapy as you can get. It's not an easy card to play either. I like this change. This kind of vibes. I like this actually. This could be better. I think these changes make the deck better, but I don't know how much better. Let's recap. What do we find out today when we played? We played against Hogaak and just got murdered and had no shot, but I don't like it was kind of high roll. Like we had some nice tabernacles and we even were pretty close to like the real change we made based on round 1 was we found out we were super weak to Wasteland. And so we're going to try a different mana base. I do think this mana base should be slightly better. It's like, it's super awkward to have a swamp in our deck, but with Witch being one of our main combo kills, I think it's correct to play a swamp. Just don't know if it's supposed to be in the board or not, is basically how I feel right now about it. If 60% of the field is on Wasteland decks, it makes a ton of sense to have as many basics as we can. Like I said, I want to be able to sacrifice my Oracle or my Bob. And like, because I have a Luris, sacrificing my Oracle can be pretty important. I wonder now about the Unearth that was suggested in the beginning. How many times would Unearth have been good this tournament? I don't think a ton of times. Like a lot of times our Oracles were all exiled by Consult, so it's not like we got Pyroblasted a lot, but maybe that's the consideration for later. 2 therapies seems like a lot. I mean, 2 is a lot, what, more than 1? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know, I just don't like the idea of 3 Confidants. We had 3 today and I wasn't super thrilled. So I'm gonna try this. This is how I'm gonna leave it. So this was actually a lot of fun. I'll probably try it again sometime. I do think the deck got better than the blue-black control deck we played previously. So that's really nice. If you want to see more of this content, make sure that you're liking and subscribing on YouTube. Those are free actions you can take to grow the YouTube channel. Make sure you're following here on Twitch. Another free action that you can help me grow the channel with. If you'd like to support this channel, ! Patreon or link in the description of the YouTube video. I am doing a Patreon now, weekly metagame recommendations for people who play Vintage or just, help me support. And I'm also doing donation deck lists now. So if you want to see your deck played on a stream or in a video, you can check out the Patreon. There's rules and how to do that on there. Weekly videos still coming out on YouTube Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. I hope to see you in the next video.